If you're not doing this, you're never gonna make it. These are the top 5 habits of successful people. I've read a whole bunch of self-help books, self-development books, mindset books, money, business, psychology. Like, I've read probably like the most common books when it comes to all of this, and even probably some that may not be as common as other books. So like your basic 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Living, Meditations, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, Perfect Day to Boss Up, Success of a Millionaire's Mindset, The Richest Man in Babylon, How to Win Friends and Influence People, a whole bunch of these self-help books. And the 5 consistent habits that I've seen in all of these books, and even books outside of the list that I just gave you, is that for one, all of these books encourage you to read. You have to be somewhat knowledgeable, somewhat educated. You can't just be fucking dumbass and not really know shit about anything. You need to have some sort of education. Doesn't mean you have to go like at a college like I am. It doesn't mean that, because even then, everybody who's in college isn't fucking smart. And I can tell you firsthand experience, a lot of the people that I go to college with, that I go to class with, they're fucking dumbasses. They're dumb as shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're just here just to have a good time. They're just here just because somebody told them, go to college, get a degree, and you'll be successful. That's not true. Unless you need a degree for whatever it is that you want to do, I personally actually would not recommend you going to college unless it's actually something that you want to do and you just want to go for the experience. Maybe I would say reconsider. But the first habit would definitely be reading. You need to have some sort of self-development and some sort of like self-help education in your life. Doesn't matter if it's from audiobooks, regular books, podcasts, YouTube videos, courses, mentors, teachers, your parents. I don't care what it is. You need to start reading. And honestly, it's really not even as hard as you think, because as of right now, I think I have a 23 day streak of reading every single day, and it hasn't even been that difficult to do. The goal that I have for myself actually is just read 5 minutes every day. It's not that hard, because the way that I've been able to do it is, instead of getting like a physical book, because I don't really like reading physical books or like having to sit down and read something for an extended period of time. I don't like doing that. Plus, besides, I have a visual disability, so like I can't even do that anyways, even if I wanted to. What I do instead is I get audiobooks. So if you got an iPhone, you can go on iBooks and just buy the books straight from the iBooks app and just be listening to them throughout your day. Sometimes I'll be listening to them whenever I'm getting ready in the morning, or on my way to class, while I'm eating lunch, while I'm just chilling in my room, while I'm doing work. I'll be listening to the audiobooks themselves instead of me having to physically sit down and read it, where it's just gonna be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done, I don't want to read shit anymore. You need to have some sort of education, and I would definitely recommend you starting off with just reading. You'd be amazed at some of the shit that you would be able to find out and figure out just by reading a book, or having an app read the book to you. Like, if you would like some basic self-help books, obviously 48 Laws of Power, you can never go wrong with that. If you want to learn about like money and wise, The Psychology of Money is really good. Very short book. You can get it done in like a day, in a couple of hours. It doesn't even take that long, especially if like you increase the reading speed. You can definitely get it done in maybe like 2-3 hours. How to Win Friends and Influence People shows you basically like basic dynamics as to kind of how to influence people to do whatever it is that you want to do. Not manipulation if you are using it for good, but if you have the intention of doing this and doing negative things with it, then I don't encourage you because I don't want to get blamed for shit. But self-help books like this definitely open your mind and open your perspective to see what has worked in the past for other people. How have other people overcame the same problems that you might be having, and what you can do to fix that. Because instead of you having to figure it out the hard way and having to like get hit in the head a whole bunch of times from the same mistake that you're making over and over again, you can just understand it from a book. Like Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. You can figure out why the hell you're doing the same shit that you're doing, why the hell you're having the same problems that you're having, and how to fix it. And you didn't have to struggle as much because you already had a book that gave you the basic outline and gave you the rubric and gave you the roadmap as to how to fix the problem that you're having right now. The second habit is reflecting. What do I mean by reflecting is, one of the things that I used to hate doing was actually actually writing, and especially writing in a journal, because I thought it was just dumb and like I thought it was pointless until I started doing it consistently. That's exactly when I started figuring out that I was dumb as shit because I did not start doing this sooner. A lot of the things that I found out about myself was that whenever I had a problem or I'm having a problem, it's usually because of a pattern that I've noticed that I wasn't aware of in the past because I wasn't writing it down. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, after I started writing things down and I started writing things in my journal on my iPad, I started realizing that whenever I have a problem or I'm trying to get rid of a bad habit, I started noticing that the reason why I was having trouble doing that was because like I was having triggers that I wasn't aware of, and that was keeping me from like really trying to get rid of that bad habit that I was trying to like stop doing. Or if I was just feeling a certain type of way during the day and I didn't understand why, when I started writing it down, I would notice that, okay, this is why I was feeling like this. And I remember a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, I was feeling the exact same way, and it was because of this too. So in order to fix that, what did I do that day that fixed whatever I had going on so that I can go ahead and just do that instead, and I could just flip the switch and just feel better? Doesn't mean I have to go get high, doesn't mean I gotta go get drunk. I don't have to do that because I know that I did something in the past because I wrote it down that can help me right now to get rid of whatever feeling that I have or whatever problem that I have going on right now. That's why I would encourage you to start reflecting, start writing things in a journal every day. If you want to do it at the beginning of the day, you can do that. If you want to do it at the end, you can do that too. Sometimes I personally do it at the beginning, sometimes I do it at the end, sometimes I do both depending on the day and how I'm feeling. It doesn't even have to be anything specific. It could just be like random 2-3 sentences, even one sentence. It doesn't have to be scripted, it doesn't have to be a whole rubric that you have to write. It's not like that. It's not like you're writing an essay. Just write your thoughts down. How did you feel during the day? Was it productive? Were you able to get done the things that you needed to get done? Did you feel okay? Was your mental clarity on point? Were you able to accomplish the goals that you had for that day? Write everything down. Write down your progress on how you're coming along with your projects, with the goals that you have, so that way you're able to come back to it and be like, you know what? I remember this. I was able to do this. I didn't do that. I failed when I should have did this. And so now later on, I can go ahead and fix that so I don't have that same issue, and I can go ahead and basically get to where I want to go faster because I know how to get there. The third habit that all successful people have is that they all prioritize their health. I know you've heard it a whole bunch of times that health is wealth. And truthfully, I think that's very, very true, because it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank if you're dying of cancer and you only have like 2 weeks to live. I'm pretty sure that everybody would trade their whole bank account if they were dying of cancer right now and they only had 2 weeks left of life. They would trade everything that they could possibly trade for more time on this earth. I'm pretty sure everybody would do that. Unless you're like crazy and a lunatic and out of your fucking mind, then maybe you won't, but I'm pretty sure everybody would. So prioritizing your health doesn't mean that you have to be like a vegan or you have to be on like some super strict diet and work out at the gym 3 to 4 hours out the day. No, that's not what that means. Prioritizing your health is like making sure you're eating right, you're taking care of your body, you're exercising, you're sleeping well, you're taking care of your mental health, because even your mental health, you do have to monitor that and keep that up to par. Making sure that basically you as an individual are keeping your temple, which is your body, on point every single day. So you don't have to be on any strict diet. You don't have to be on any strict workout regimen. That's not what it means when I say prioritize your health. Just make sure that your temple, your body, is on point. You're healthy, you're doing the best that you can possibly do to keep yourself healthy for as long as you possibly can, because we don't want to die sooner than what we need to. And I'm pretty sure if you were in that situation where you were in a life and death situation and you could have fixed it by just prioritizing a little bit when it came to your health, you would have absolutely done it if you would have known better and if you would have done better to keep yourself alive instead of being in the situation that you're in right now. The fourth habit is being organized. Most people, when it comes down to doing things and getting things done in general, are very fucking unorganized. They don't know shit of what they're doing and they're just freeballing this hoe. That's exactly what they're doing. They're just freeballing, letting it to the wind, throwing shit at the wall and hoping to see what sticks. That's not what you want to do. If you want to be successful in life, I don't care if you want to be a millionaire. I don't care if you want to be the senior software developer at your company. It doesn't matter. You need to be organized. And that means you having some sort of schedule and having some sort of regimen to your life. So planning out, what time are you going to wake up? When are you going to eat? What time are you going to work out? What time are you going to spend time with your family? What time are you going to do this? What time are you going to do that? You have to be organized all the time, because even if you don't organize anything, you're just free balling, you won't actually see the results that you might want, because what doesn't get measured doesn't get managed. So if, like, let's say you're planning on losing weight, if you're not measuring what you're eating, you're not tracking it, then how are you able to tell if you are or if you're not losing weight? Because you don't even know what the hell you're eating and how much of it is. It works in all aspects of your life. What doesn't get tracked, what doesn't get measured, doesn't get managed. And to measure it, you need to be organized. You need to have a system as to what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, at what time, for how long, and all of these things are gonna make sure that you are able to reach the goal that you have. That's how all of these successful people are able to do the things that they do during the day. We all have 24 hours in a day, but how are you using those 24 hours is up to you. And the last habit, the fifth habit that all successful people have, is that they have some sort of reward system. I'm not talking about, okay, just because I did some work today, I should be able to go smoke some weed, get drunk, go clubbing, eat some food, watch Netflix. No, that's not exactly what I mean. What I mean when I say have a reward system is you don't always want to just be work all the fucking time 24/7. At the end of the day, you might end up fucking burning yourself out. And what you'll actually also do is that you'll just grow to fucking hate the work that you're doing. You're not gonna enjoy it. And your work is gonna suffer because of that. Because your mind is gonna be thinking, all I do is work all the fucking time. I never go and do anything else besides work. I don't wanna do this shit anymore. So instead, what I want you to do is, even though you are working and you should be working as much as you can to accomplish the goals that you wanna accomplish, have a reward system. That's how I've been able to get pretty much everything that I've wanted. The phone, the laptops, cameras, the TVs, the monies, the clothes, the shoes, the fucking girls, everything that I've pretty much wanted in life, I've been able to accomplish it because I had a reward system. So for example, I really like cologne, so let's say I wanted to go and buy me some new cologne. So what most people do is that, you know what, I want something new. I want something new and shiny. You know what, let's go to Louis Vuitton. Let's go to Dior. Let's go to Prada. And they just spend the fucking bag at the store, knowing damn well they don't even have enough money to go and spend at Louis Vuitton, at Dior, at Prada, at Gucci, at all of these places, because they still got rent and they don't have enough money to cover rent, but they just wanted to go out and splurge on themselves. What I do instead is I'll work for, let's say, 2-3 weeks, rack up and save the money that I need to make, cover whatever it is that I have to cover first. So all of my expenses, whatever it is, cover that first, make sure that's taken care of first. And then maybe like at the end of the month, whenever everything is already taken care of and I've been working the whole month, then maybe, you know what, I'll be like, let's go reward ourselves. Let's go play some Top Golf. Let's go buy some new shoes. Let's go buy some new clothes. Let's go do something that I enjoy doing because I went and did the work first. I took care of what I needed to take care of first. So now that I have like this extra money that I got right now, let's go reward ourselves and treat ourselves to something nice. So implement all of these 5 habits that I listed in this video and watch how you'll be able to reach any goal that you have. If you stuck around to the end, don't stop watching now. Make sure you guys watch my most recent upload. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. I'm gonna see you boys in the next one. Peace.